Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. Today, we're going over the Greater Phoenix Metropolitan Market Statistics for the week ending August 17th. Let's get right into the numbers. 83 days closed on market this past week, a 5.32 months supply. Absorption rate was at 18.81. Average list price this past week, 696,606. Average sale price this past week, 604,159. And our list price to sale price retention is at 97.28. Active inventory stayed almost identical within 15 units, 24,264. This week, we're at pending at 3,650 and closed units month to date at 2,356. New listings taken. Here's a silver lining, 1,900 up 6.4%. That helped because we did have more buyers in the marketplace. Days on market for active is at 92 and for closed at 83. Looking at the lower left-hand side where we deal with our price ranges of active inventory, gives you a chance to see how many units are available in each of the different price ranges, the days on market for that specific price range, and what percentage of the total inventory that price range represents. It's just a great way to try and bring it down from a 30,000-foot view to maybe a 12,000-foot view if you're working in one of those price ranges. This is kind of some just immediate information if you get asked by a consumer, and that's pretty much how you'll use this particular section. As far as the overall MLS, 68.64% of the inventory is under 600,000, 19.28% between 601 million, and 11.9% is properties listed at 1 million or more. So here we go with our spreadsheet where everybody gets to be the expert. Why? Well, because in the middle you get last year, same week, you get week over week, month over month, and year over year all on one slide. And understand that if you just know today's numbers, that doesn't mean anything. But when you can see a change from last week to this week, well, now you got a little bit of a story. And again, if you follow along, it gives you the opportunity to identify the trends before they actually arise. But please, I've always said this, if you're listening to national news, you're getting national information. It is not accurate to Arizona. If you're listening to Arizona and you're working in the Southeast Chandler market, then it is not representative of the Southeast Chandler market. And of course, we can dig that all the way down to Main Street. You are the most important person, the real estate licensee, because you can do this for that particular community that your client is either selling in or looking to buy. So looking at new listings, we're at 1,900 this week. That's good. We're looking for 2,400, but we just haven't seen that in a couple of months now. 1,786 is where we were last week. 1,913 last year. So again, when we look at this year versus last year, we're always trying to see, is the market getting better? Is it getting worse? What's happening? How about, is it following the cycles that we normally see? Because really, to be honest, people are back from vacation right now. And so we're beginning that September through December market right now. You should be having those conversations with sellers right now because you are in the fourth quarter. Your conversations are now in the fourth quarter. Looking at active inventory, we're at 24,264, pretty much flat. We were at 24,359. So again, we're still just a pinch below where we were last year, same period. 598 are coming soon. 18,462 are single family detached. New home construction is 2,587 and 23,698 properties that are non-distressed out of the total 24,264. So looking at pending this past week, if we look at listings as our sellers engaging, then we look at pending as, well, yeah, they were engaging and now buyers are engaging and making those properties go into escrow. So we're at 3,650 properties in escrow right now. And this is a point in time thing. So each week when we see it, we compare how's it going. 3,577 last week, not a big deal. 3,742 last year. So again, what you're seeing, please remember, when you're looking at pending, you're looking at properties that were either entered into pending yesterday or anytime almost in the last, could be up to 4 weeks. So, again, we look at week over week as a way to say what grew this past week. So we went from 3,577 to 3,650. We added about 70, 80, almost 80 properties into the marketplace. Looking at closed, we're sitting at 2,356. Again, we're not even halfway kind of halfway through the month. But, the signs are that we're lagging last year by about 14.5%. So that's not a good sign so far entering into week over week as we're looking at. Looking at month supply, so we're down to 5.32 from the 625 last week. Again, this lower section here is month to date. We changed this. This used to be week over week, or same period last week, same period last month. But if you slide your eyes even farther to the right, what you're seeing is last year, same period. So again, this kind of gives you an opportunity to really see how it's, what's happening. So 5.32 is really where we're at. We're right in the middle of a neutral market. Even our national economists are saying something similar this past week, though. Average is at 696, sale price 604. We talked about that. 450 is the median. So when we look at the median price, we're actually trying to say, is the market taking off? Are prices jumping back up? And what's happening? And no, look at the salmon color in the center. We're at 450,000 last year. What's it say we're at right now? 450,000. So the market really overall price range wise has not moved. And again, slide your eyes way over the right in the blue. Look at how we finished July, 450. Look at how we finished June, 453. Look at last year, 449.9. So these are good signs. These are signs, again, justifying that the market is stable. 92 days for active, 83 for the close. We're looking for 70. So 83 is a little slow, but again, we're coming out of that time period of the summer where at the end of the summer, people take vacations, so they don't do a lot of real estate, and that's what we're seeing. Last number for the week is list price to sale price retention up just a pinch to 97.28. And that number is better than we were last year. So if I was to look at this total thing, somebody said, hey, Todd, what's the market like right now? I would qualify that we're talking about your neighborhood, the city, the state. But if you're looking at it just in general for Arizona, the greater Phoenix metropolitan market, you can say that it's exceptionally stable. Sellers are engaging. We're got good people, meaning good numbers of new product being added to the marketplace. A few more people in the marketplace than we had over the last 2 months, but then again, still lagging from last year. We were at about 6,000 pending last year. So, 3,600, there's 2,400 people missing.
All right, I'm going to give you 60 seconds to answer this question. So I need a stopwatch on him. Okay. You're sitting down with a new buyer. What are you saying?
Well, it depends on the question, but if you're asking me how the market is, I'll tell you interest rates are the same as, are the same as statistically over the last 40 years. They've been averaging 7%. We're below that. So it's borrowing money is favorable. Sale prices, as far as pricing is concerned, we're not really in a seller's market. So we're not pushing the price envelope up. So you should be able to get a good a home at a reasonable price. And again,
20 seconds.
Yep. That's how much I have left.
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty good then. Okay. So,
15.
But overall it's going to be, what does it cost you to close on this particular property? Get an estimated settlement sheet up front, find out what the numbers are, and then let me help you negotiate that into the transaction.
Perfect. Look at that.
Good stuff.
Right on.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
All right. That's awesome.
Okay.
All right, Todd. Good stuff.